Welcome to Yooka Laylee. This game was released in April 2017, and I remember looking at it on Steam and seeing nothing but bad reviews sprawled across the storefront. Roll forward to May's Humblebundle monthly, and I found a key for this one sitting in my library. This is not going to be one of those negative reviews. No sir. This game does have its problems, but largely this one has been enjoyable so far. Firstly, the game is developed by Playtonic. The company itself is actually formed by former employees of Rare. You know, Rare, who were a huge driving force behind Donkey Kong Country, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Perfect Dark, and one that this game has such a very close resemblance to, Banjo-Kazooie. This is basically a 3D platformer with tons of collecting to be done. The 3D platforming side of it, which is the largest part of the game so far I feel, is terrible, if you use a mouse and keyboard anyway. You will want to grab a gamepad for this one, no doubt about that. One day I might upgrade my old 360 pad, however it works perfectly fine here. Any errors in jumps I made were simply caused by me being terrible. You have a main hub type of area which connects different worlds for you to explore. A total of 5 different worlds are in the game. At least from what I can assume from the hub area anyway. For saying this game is barely a year old, I was expecting something more graphically. It just feels dated somehow. Don't get me wrong, I think it still looks delightful and carries the entire feel of the old Rare game superbly. But when I look at the other games released in 2017, it's just got something missing. And I simply cannot put my finger on it. So how does it play and progress? Being a collectathon, everything you pick up will have some kind of function. Quills, which you bump into first, are scattered around the world you visit. Collecting all 1,010 of them is going to be a headache for the collectors amongst us, I am sure. However, you need these quills to unlock new abilities for Yooka and Laylee. For example, 30 quills, and speaking to the trouser snake, yes, he's a snake wearing trousers, will grant you the ability to use the sonic pulse from the bat's mouth. This will stun enemies, or if used on certain statues will make a hidden platform visible. Another collectible are pages from a book, and I think it's clever how they gave this a function in the game. Basically, the pages you acquire can be used for one of two things. Firstly, you can use them to unlock new worlds, which in turn gives you the chance to collect more stuff. The second purpose I found to be very clever. You can use the pages to expand worlds. For example, unlocking the first world will cost you 1 page. Then you can expand the same world for a further 3 pages, meaning the first world in the game grows bigger and bigger until it's completely unlocked, giving you a ton more collectibles to look for within that world. It's a simple but quite a clever system, I think. There are other bits to look for, but these are not as plentiful. You can find a list of what to collect on the pause screen per world. The music tracks in the game are again brilliant and fit wonderfully with each world you visit. They really put a ton of effort in here, and you can feel it every time you hear a new track playing as it complements the world you are actually in. So, what annoys me about the game? Well, first, and this one causes many fail jumps, and it's the camera. The in-game camera, for the most part, is okay. It's just okay. It serves its purpose, but at certain key moments you will likely start yelling profanity at the screen due to something stupid the camera has done, causing you to fall off of something and die. The second thing, I guess you can call it voice acting, but not really. It's more like annoying noises coming from things that talk. It was funny 20 years ago, but this game overdoes it, and if it doesn't drive you insane after just 10 minutes, then hats off to you. I must confess, on the opening cutscene, it drives you mad. It nearly made me bail on the game at that point, until I noticed I could skip the intro using Y on the 360 pad. Thankfully, other dialogue in the game is less obnoxious. If you tap A, you will skip the noises for the most part, thankfully. With those annoyances out of the way, I have to say that this one is, so far at least, a great platformer. One of the better ones I've played in PC in recent memory. That's if you're using a gamepad. Just don't bother if you're using a mouse and keyboard. It's really, really poorly put together in that regard, sadly. So let's talk a bit about the pricing. Right now, this one is a rather shocking £34.99 on Steam. I say shocking because in essence, this is an indie title and it has flaws. Nothing overly major, but it does have its share of problems. Would I pay full price? No. I can say that without hesitation. If it's in the sale and you love platformers, then yeah, you should grab it. While the pricing is definitely questionable, it's nice to see a platform with some star power behind it. I only hope we see more from the studio, as it can only improve from here on out. Well, surely it has to, doesn't it? Links are going down there to the dev's website. And there's a couple more down there for storefronts. And a final one, which will be a referral link for Humblebundle Monthly. Platformer lovers, I encourage you to add this to your wish lists. I really do. If you enjoyed this short video, give me a thumbs up. You can even hit that subscribe button if you like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.